a fantastic cause, one that I'd love to be involved with. However, when it comes to facial hair and my face, it's not good. I mean, patchy is definitely a word that comes to mind. Not physically sure that I could grow a moustache. However, what I will be doing is a sort of no-shave November, but very much for the same charity, which you can find the link to in the description. It's going to get awful, it's going to get messy, there's going to be a pretty big neck beard happening, and I, for one, am excited. Ooh, Pretentious! Monthly scrapbook! Yeah! So before jumping into November's monthly scrapbook, it's worth taking note that the last time we checked in, I was waiting on some paperwork to be finished so that I could move into my new place. However, the 1st of November was also the day that I had to move out of Tim's place. So after crashing at Hazel's following the Google party, thank you Hazel, I grabbed my stuff from Tim's. Right then, all packed up, that's goodbye to Tim's room. And hello to Jack, Dan, Kieran and Kim's sofa. Thanks, Dan.
Eat a dick, Sammy.
That's fair. While staying there, I gave Jack and Dean a hand with the prep for their live show at Soho Theatre. I'm on a quest to find some clubs, some rope, a tunic, and a beard. It's just your average Sunday. I've realised I'm going to need to enlist some help. Crystal Smith. Crystal Smith. Crystal Smith. Crystal Smith. Yeah. It's like we're on a task of The Apprentice.
Yes.
Like I imagine as we're walking around just like I've also realised how awful my hair looks. I definitely need a cut. Definitely need to get rid of this mangy mange.
I'm not even paying attention to the camera. I've got my eye on the prize because I'm going to win.
Yeah, I'm that guy who like sucks up to the audience, but like doesn't actually go on to win. Like the audience love him, but like he's a bit of a tool.
I'm the underdog.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
I'm going to win.
You gotta make the fat stacks. It's a sellout audience for the. Oh shit, it's just that one guy. He's on a ladder.
Not open yet. Don't make people think that we aren't good at it.
Shit, nobody's coming! You excited for the big show?
Yes, this is the first time we've done a show since just after Reading and Leeds. So it's been a couple of months and I'm excited.
You're gonna rock the shit.
Those 150 people aren't going to know what's here.
So are you Jack or Dean?
I'm actually neither, I'm and.
Not sure I want to interview anymore. Which one are you?
Jack.
Right, hi, pleasure. I just wanted to interview the talent. So, are you excited for the new show?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's so good to meet you. It's so cool. What kind of stuff are you doing? Good, happy material?
Brilliant. I think the new material is going to be really fun as well. Yeah,
fantastic. Let me know if Dean's coming over. Just who is this guy?
Stop following me.
Can we get rid of him?
I'm trying to get rid of him. I'm doing my best.
Sorry.
Just try and block him out in the frame. Just try and block him out in the frame.
Okay, Jack.
Yes, Katie.
You ever heard of the wheel?
It's a myth.
Day 3, got the kind of makings of a beard, the stubbly bit I suppose, and a bit of moustache, but certainly not nothing impressive quite yet. Day 5 and you're starting to see where this could go wrong, because although there's like a decent kind of stubble happening here, not too bad with that. Oh, it's very neck-based, isn't it? Very neck-based. I'm gonna have a neck beard very soon and I'm not looking forward to it. So for a few days I crashed on Jack, Dan, Kieran and Kim's sofa, all the while going to university, seeing friends, basically trying to continue with life as normal. But eventually, not wanting to outstay my welcome, I decided to go back to sofa surfing. Thank you, Lucy.
No band.
Oh. Okay, so now we're talking. This is the stage at which I would usually have a shave. It's pretty scruffy now. So from here on in, it's gonna be awful messiness. Today's the day that I am painfully aware that I'm doing No Shave November. Day 10, and we really are dealing with a mess now. It's that kind of place where it's not quite a beard, but it's not quite acceptable messiness. It's awful. It's just horrendousness spread out onto my face. Look at the neck beardiness. Look, that's just my chin. Nothing here. Nothing going on down here. Nothing, just here. Just all, could we swap? Could I just put some? No? Okay. Day 13 has been really upsetting because today I had to shampoo my beard. Not sure if you're meant to do that. Don't know if it's weird to or gross not to. Either way, this got shampooed And I don't know how I feel about that. Sad, mainly. Now, I don't mind sofa surfing all that much. I'm obviously thankful for my friends for allowing me to stay. Thanks, Evan.
No problem, Hayden.
Oh. But it can get a little tedious after a while. Thanks, Elliot. Elliot? But you're the one I'm moving into a house with. Shit, the bed, it's a Dalek.
Doctor!
It's an Elliot-sized Dalek. You will never see the true face of the Dalek. Oh. Yeah! And so, Elliot and I have moved into our new place. This is Elliot. He's...
Hey.
Oh, I've just realised.
What?
Oh, we look like a Jack and Dean tribute act. Right, that's better. Let's show you around. Okay, day 18. We're now seeing the beard with short hair, which kind of works better, I think. I look like less of just a hairy mess. This is full beard. Unfortunately, not so much here, not so much here, not so much here, and not so much here. So yeah, the papers got signed and Elliot and I were able to settle into our new place, which we have named the Treehouse. But as the old saying goes, a house is not a home until you've hosted a gaming night in which you will try out the new Mario Kart 8 DLC. Okay, this is going to sound lame, but bear with me. That evening was the happiest I've been all year. And not necessarily in terms of what the evening consisted of, more in terms of where my headspace was at the time. Uncertainty has definitely been a recurring theme this year, and particularly in August it was the cause of quite a lot of stress. If I'd known that come November I was going to be in my own place, surrounded by friends, in London, eating pizza, playing video games, I would have chilled the fuck out. So after a few days of settling into the new place, I finally started to find my feet. I thought I'd worked out how to get home from uni flawlessly. Accidentally ended up in Gatwick Airport, so not quite what I was going for. Hey, remember that time where I got the wrong train and it took me 3.5 hours to get home? 3.5 hours. But once the hiccups were straightened out, that's a mixed metaphor, I spent a good part of November just appreciating the new home.
Ah, no!
Epic scare prank! Brr, brr. Brr, 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 brr. What are you making, Dodie?
I'm making Tom Yum Goong.
Sorry, come again?
Tom Yum Goong.
What is that?
Soup with all of the ingredients that Sammy hates. So why am I making it? I don't know.
How's it going?
It's going good.
That's what it's meant to look like.
It looks awful on that. You better colour correct that.
Colour correct it to make it look good.
Shut up. That looks so great in real life. That looks amazing.
Is this your life hack that's to make it not boil over?
Does your food look grey and boring? Use colour corrector after. Okay, so I've made Sammy some soup. It's a Thai soup. It's Tom Yum Goong. And this is him trying it.
Should I try just with the liquid?
Yeah, just go for the liquid.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Oh, it's very spicy. It's nice though.
Is it? Yeah. How's it going?
I'm at like the very, very bottom now. The spiciest bit. I'm just like in a cold sweat.
Yeah,
I'm doing the spicy soup challenge.
Comment, rate, subscribe.
Daddy's resorted to milk. Spicy
Oh my
soup
God.
and milk.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Once I'd recovered, I actually ended up doing some stand-up at Google, which was unexpected and unplanned. There was just an open mic night, and I sort of figured, why not? Let's hear it for Google! Yeah! Let's hear it for this room specifically! Yeah! I like the idea of getting weirdly specific at this point. Like, let's hear it for Laura's left nipple. This is weird for me. I was watching people come in and I was like, there are too many people here. You know, there were 10, there were 20, there were 30, there were 300, 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 4,000! Where did it come from? Jesus. I will be wanting you to either put your thumbs up or down at the end of this stand-up, so just to get a general feel. Also, feel free to just shout out anything homophobic, anything just awful in the comments.
Faggot!
Who was the first one in the room? I think we all care. Him, this guy. I can explain. I can show you that I'm not insane. Listen, Hannah, and you'll see we are destiny. Hannah, I need you around me. It's why I broke in your place. It's why you came home and found me with your panties pressed to my face. 'Cause Hannah, you may not recall the day that we met, but it's a day I'll never forget. The Stop and Shop Broder style, I got all wrapped up in your smile. I bumped right into your leg with my cart, and that bump started a song in my heart. You turned and said, what the hell? And well, Hannah, that's the moment I fell. If it's a crime to follow a girl all the way home and memorize her address, then I guess I am guilty of loving you to excess. And Hannah, I might not be in very good shape, but I can climb a fire escape, and I don't even mind that you shut your living room blind. 'Cause I've got a real nice camera with zoom, it's a tree with a view of your room. Oh Hannah, it makes me weep, how cute you look when you sleep. If it's a crime to take some photos of a girl in various states of undress, then I guess I am guilty of loving you to excess. It's 4:30 in the morning. This is a new personal record for earliest call time. Wembley. Football.
We're on our way to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Bit early.
Bit late. Bit early. But I for one am excited to see Korea play, the northern one. They just got things right, you know?
Yeah. They just know what they're doing. It's fucking early.
Yeah, well, that's what films are, aren't they? Why don't you fuck off?
Okay, turning over.
Okay, quote on set, please. And action.
There he is!
Well, the shoot's going well. So far, fire alarm has gone off, so we're all going to leave. That's it now. That's the end of the sketch.
The sketch is still in there.
Yeah.
The camera's...
The comedy's still... Yeah. If it burns down, they'll walk in and be like, what was happening here?
Some comedy.
Yeah.
This is a first. This has never happened.
I've had a sprinkler unload on my face halfway through a shoot.
True, you have.
So
It's you being...
It's me. I'm just on fire. Kieran's saved the valuables.
Pretentious fucking bullshit.
There it is.
Kieran is in this, and it looks like Sammy's come cosplayed as him.
I don't have a neck beard. Sammy has a neck beard. King of the neck beard.
Who am I? What's going on?
It's No Shave November.
What's going on?
It's charity.
What?
It's charity.
Is it?
Save the testicles.
Is it charity, or are you going to start wearing a trilby sometime soon?
Yeah.
You're going to get a fedora?
I've become a professional atheist. Once we were wrapped with Freaky Mouth Pizza, I actually decided to take a little bit of a break on the filmmaking front as university work increased. So when I started my course that would involve reading and writing about films, I decided to put a pause on making films for a little while. But then once I got kind of into the swing of reading and writing about films, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start doing little films again. But then the reading and the writing of the films got a lot more intense as we headed towards essay season. So for now, I'm taking a bit of a pause on making the films and going back to the reading and the writing of the films so that ultimately I can learn more about films so that I can better myself when I later go on to making films. Also, day 22 on the beard, and we're starting to get a little bit of joining there. I'm pretty happy with where that's going. I could rock like a Tony Stark, like on a really bad day. Not sure how much more I've got left now. Like, it's only a few days until this is all over, so, you know, we'll work with it. We'll see what we can do in this last week. Come on, beard. Day 23 of Sammy grows a sorry excuse of a beard. It's getting gross now. I don't like it anymore. It's causing me to not sleep good, because every time I turn around it scratches my chin. It's all like... Day 27. We're nearing the end now, and it is looking really rather beardy. This has started to join up, which makes me a little happier. Still going to get rid of it. I've also noticed just here and here, no hair. Just my body rejects, just like a streak. Looks like I've shaved it. I haven't, it's just my face. It's just puberty not quite hit yet. I'm 21. So after a week of lockdown, I finally managed to get my essay handed in. Once that was done and dusted, Becca and I shot 2 posters for the short film that Tim and I made in June. One of which consisted of clambering onto a roof in the middle of Shoreditch. The other is here, so #hype.
So a lot of you already know. A lot of you are close to me already know. But I'm making this will be a surprise to a lot of you. But it's been a few days now since we lost Sammy. And we're all just still coming to grips with it. It's just such a weird circumstance. But I'm making this video. I've been trying to make this video for a few times now, and I just want you to know I'm going to be making the PMS for him. The last 2 months. It's not going to be that much of a burden, really. It's only 2 months, but I'm sure we'll make it through it. And I know that you'll miss him because this is his thing. It's his personality, and things will be different. But you know, I'm sure we'll all miss him. I'm sure we all will. hope I make it right for you. May his memory live on. I'm sure we'll see him sometime in December.
Can you get me some Nando's?
No.
Talking of semi-conscious beings that stumble around living predominantly on a diet of warm flesh, here are some opinions that I spouted out on zombies in a vain attempt to retain my title as a proper YouTuber.
So I'm not usually one for tags, not really my kind of jam, but then this zombie tag started happening. Suddenly everyone's a zombie expert. No, I'm a zombie expert. Through years of video games and films and literature, I know my stuff when it comes to zombies, put it that way. So the first question is, what 3 YouTubers would you have in your team? Put a lot of thought into this. Number 1, Dean. Dean shares my interest in zombies. He's read the zombie survival guide. We once had a long conversation and worked out basically a game plan from most of the major places in London as to where you could escape. So yeah, Dean's on the same wavelength, so we're all good. Number 2 would definitely go to just some bodybuilder you've probably never heard of. I've never heard of him either, but I'm sure I could find one on YouTube, and we could do with that kind of muscle on the team. Muscle Man 93, he'd be great. And finally, not that I know the guy at all, but I feel like Fun for Louie would just be a good candidate. He knows his stuff, he knows how to survive, he knows how to adapt. So yeah, I think between the 4 of us, we've got this sorted. The object immediately to your left is your only weapon. How fucked are you? Not. Oh wait, it says left. Very. If you were a zombie, who would you bite? This is a really fundamentally flawed question. In virtually every iteration of zombies, they lose all consciousness. They're no longer the person they once were. In fact, I can only think of like a handful where zombies still retain any form of awareness, and I think that's Warm Bodies and I Am Legend. And I mean, those are 2 of the worst zombie films. So my boring but correct answer would be literally any warm flesh that's in my vicinity, human or otherwise. What would your zombie survival plan be? Okay, how long have you got? Short term, very, very basic. Start to fill up the baths with as much water as you can, because that's going to be your drinking water, and you've probably not got long until the main waterworks turn off. Take everything that you think you'll need and put it upstairs. Once you've got a decent amount of supplies, you want to hack at your own staircase so that zombies can't get to it, and get any blunt object you can, because that will become your weapon. There's this real misconception in a lot of video games that guns are the best thing for zombies. Clearly not. You can run out of bullets. Most people don't actually know how to handle a gun, myself included. Easily the most simple, reusable, efficient weapon is something blunt that you can whack with. Personally, I'd love to have a metal baseball bat. There's also a samurai sword back there. A lot of people say samurai sword. I totally disagree, not least because of the lack of experience I've had with samurai sword, but if you mess up a samurai sword, you've pretty much lost an arm. Also, if ever the zombie apocalypse does occur, avoid cars. What you want is bikes. Bikes are much better than cars. The more long-term goal would be to get to water and ultimately to try and get to some kind of ferry. The reason being, you've got a decent living space, you've got food, you've got beds, you've got toilets, you've got everything you need for essentially living without the risk of being cornered by zombies, of them coming at you at land. Basically, sea is the best way to go. There are very, very few iterations of zombies in which they can cross water. What would you do if your parents became zombies? You seen Shaun of the Dead? Yeah. Do you want the zombie apocalypse to happen? Honestly, where I am quite now, kind of happy, kind of content with life. I'm kind of happy with the path that I'm on. The moment that starts to mess up for me, absolutely fucking yes. I'm probably more ready for the zombie apocalypse than I am my late 20s. And that, my friends, is the zombie apocalypse tag.
Meanwhile, in the world of actual videos, through teamwork and dedication, Hayden and I managed to lock the edit on my next main channel sketch.
Do it like you've just finished the top.
Do it faster.
No, I'm sorry, Sammy.
Do it faster.
No, Sammy, I'm sorry.
Do it faster.
Sammy, I'm really sorry. It's not going to happen.
Faster.
This pressure on me.
Faster.
Oh, no, Sammy, no!
Originally, my next sketch was meant to be coffee, but there was a cutaway that I wasn't completely happy with, so instead I decided to push forward with a sketch that's currently under the working title Messy Breakup. It still needs a bit of audio editing and a bit of colour grading, but seeing as it had nothing to do with Christmas, I've decided to push the release date back to early January. And then I think come 2015, my focus is going to shift towards my main channel, as I have quite a few cool little things in the pipeline. Also, a lot of people in October's video were asking whether PMS was going to continue into 2015. I won't say too much for now, but the answer is essentially yes, but not necessarily in the way you think. Hashtag hype.
Day 29. This is about as beardy as it's gonna get. My chin looks like the aliens in Attack the Block are just like engulfing blackness. These are working. This is starting to tie up. I'm definitely going to get rid of it before it ever does. And it's looking all round quite beardy. Like, I'm not ashamed with this bit. It's more here and here that I'm quite upset with. Also, there's like I'm starting to get a bit up here. I feel like I'm becoming a man is what's happening. And so, my month pretty much comes to an end with me heading off to the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire event that I've been invited to, which I'm very excited for. I'm taking Elliot along. It's the Pokemons. Gotta get them all. To catch them is my test. To train them is my test.
Big Pikachu. I've met him before, I think. If it's the same one that was at Cincy, I feel like we're buddies.
This is the original model for the SSN, which they developed in later years. This was primitive Pokemon days, back in the dinosaur times of Pokemon, when they were big Rampaloses just running around and Kabutops just like chopping stuff.
So
are you doing
Will be a Pikachu.
Kinks now?
Yeah.
Right.
I went a bit wrong. I made a nightmare by accident. That's fine. It's fine. It's your old pal Pikachu, kids. Remember me? Kill me! It kind of looked like a zombie, so I just ran with it. And made this atrocity.
I like that I tried to play that casual, like, oh no biggie, it's just fine, it's just Pokemon invited me to the events, it's fine. No, honestly, as an avid fan of the franchise, I was flattered to be asked along. I got to meet Junichi Masuda, who's been directing and producing the Pokemon games since Red and Blue. I got to watch the new Pokemon film, which was good fun, and I also got given a badass Santa Pikachu, which I will treasure forever. So this would be the part of the video where I cut to a catch-up I had with Hazel in which we discussed what November was for us and summarised this crazy month. Only she decided to delete the audio, so instead here's 5 seconds of me making her feel bad. Okay, I think that's everything. I will see you on the last Pretentious monthly scrapbook of 2014. What?
And here we are, the very, very last day of November. This is me at my most beardy. We've got a decent swipe going on, a bit patchy, very decent down here, pretty happy with that, apart from the neck. The fact that it's on the neck is the problem. Moustache is actually coming on, not too bad, and I've got a little progress here. What's this? This is adulthood. Don't forget, all of this is happening for a very good cause. I'm looking like balls so that we can save some balls. So please do check the link in the description. Okay, we have 5 seconds until I can shave. Okay, 2, 1.
Hello. My name is Sammy Ben.